Oh, right. Hello, everyone. My name is Rise to Ways. Um, as you can see, I am here by myself today. I did have an episode planned, but due to unforeseen circumstances, it had to be rescheduled for next week. So I thought I would do an episode of Thought Crimes featuring myself. Also, I apologize for the glare. Changed my room setup, so computer's right in front of a window, protecting off new glasses. Yeah. Um, from this, I thought I could do something a little bit different. Um, just I, I thought I would my describe describe my own thought crimes. What I believe. What just all of that. Please, hold on. My bad for that. Okay, and finally, what would change my own mind? Um, so I guess let's get it started. I was born into a very religious family, Southern Baptist to be exact. Growing up, I was a Southern Baptist. Around 13 or 14, I started to doubt, and by 15, I was an atheist. A pretty outspoken one at that. Since then, I have held my position to where I still take the title of an agnostic atheist, but I am fairly gnostic when it comes to individual, very described deities. So Yahweh, Jehovah, Allah, anything like that, I am neo certain they do not exist. I'm quite confident in the assumption that they don't exist. So, what exactly do I believe? Well, being an atheist is just an answer to one question. I more like to describe myself as a humanist. Um, I'm more nihilist. Uh, just nothing fancy. I think if it betters humanity, it's for the best. Albeit, that when it all said is, when all is said and done, it will all be for naught. Humanity will eventually cease to exist, and that will be the end of us. Hopefully, we can prevent the inevitable for as long as possible, but at the end of the day, our species will end. So I think while it is good to do good, well, for goodness sake, as the old saying goes, it will eventually be from nothing. But who cares about the eventually? If you can do good, if it's considered good for even a moment, then do it. If it helps other people, good. If it doesn't, don't. It's just that simple. Um, to what I specifically endorse, it is for by and large just being a good person. I don't much care what you call yourself. You could you could be a Muslim, you could be a Christian, you could be a Jew, you could be a Buddhist, you could be a Jainist, you could be whatever. So long as you are doing good by humanity standards, as long as you are improving the overall well-being of the people around you, are doing as little harm as possible, good. You're a good person, as far as I am concerned. I know it's nothing special, but it's how I feel. I am a pacifist. I used to get in a lot of fights. I was a lot more immature. I I used to really let my anger get the best of me. I've gotten better at it. I still lose my cool now and then, but I've not gotten in a fight for at least 10, 11 years now, and I pride myself on that. It's something that I can genuinely say that I like about me. And there's not many things that I do like about me. I abhor violence. It is, as far as I'm concerned, the worst thing humanity has going for itself. Our insatiable need for violence. I I am a liberal, albeit not aggressive. I hate banning people. I hate blocking people. I hate blocking out opposing points of view. I hate the outrage culture that seems to permeate online. If I want to offend someone, I very well will. I have the right to do so. I would die for your right to offend me. I am a free speech absolutist. I think if you don't protect the freedom of speech for those you most disagree with, you don't care about freedom of speech. So all the Nazis, all the fascists, all of them, they deserve to say what they want to say. They have that right. I despise it. I think they are shit human beings, but they have a right to say what they want to say. As far as I'm concerned, nothing can change my mind on that. I am pretty staunch on my beliefs. I allow very little leeway in a decision because I think it through as hard as I can for many years before I like to say I am this thing. So that covers what I believe. As to why I believe it, I was raised to care about what other people say, to value what they say, to value other humans' lives. And going back to the very first thing, me being an atheist, I see religion as not caring about those things. They do not care if someone lives or dies that is outside of their religion. I hate it. It deeply bothers me. It aggravates me. It it puts a lot of feelings I don't quite have words to in my head. Most of which I guess could closely be described as outrage. I have been disowned by family members, albeit not my immediate family, cousins, aunts, uncles, friends that I consider family, because I am an atheist. It bothers me because they think I am evil when I have done no harm to them. My my only crime was asking a question. Why? It was on that question that I thought I would make this series. Thought crimes. Why do you believe? Not a major question, not all that difficult, but it seems to really bother people because they don't like to think about why they believe something. They don't put much stock into what they were taught. It's just simply, I was taught it, it's true. And for most things, fine. But when it comes to shaping your worldview, I honestly believe you need to put serious thought into it. It's important. It's how you view humanity, how you view all of our deeds, how you view our advancements, how you view everything. So on that note, I would like to say what changed my mind on atheism? Evidence. It's just one word. It's not even all that hard. Provide any evidence and I will consider it. It may not change my mind. I may scoff at it because it's laughably either inaccurate, outdated, or just a flat out lie. But at the end of the day, if you provide any evidence for what you believe, fine. I will not judge it. You have what it convinced you. I think I think you may have bad judgment skills on it, but it convinced you. I haven't had anything to convince me. It's it's not all that bad. It's it sucks to have everyone around you believe this one thing and you just aren't convinced. In fact, you're almost convinced of the opposite. But that's all it would take. Just a shred of evidence. And most of these people push an omnipotent, omniscient, omnibenevolent, omnipresent God. They could convince me, even if I don't know what would convince me, they know. They could convince me to absolutely no effort on their part. And they don't. So, in the matter of pragmatism, I say lack of evidence does dictate evidence of lacking. We would expect to see some evidence of this being, yet we don't. So I'm confident to say one is not there. If it is, it clearly doesn't care. That's why I give more pantheistic, deistic, uh, new age definitions of gods a bit more credence. I still disagree with them, but I at least acknowledge they are slightly more possible than a theistic god. So that is my thought climb. This wasn't a long episode. I am actually quite awful at explaining my own views without someone to to help me explain them, to give me a jumping off point to explain. In fact, I probably won't even watch this video. I normally watch through them, see if I made any mistakes so I can go through and correct it. But I'm probably not going to rewatch this one simply because, as far as I'm concerned, there was no intellectual discourse here. There was nothing for me to gain intellectually from rewatching my own views. Maybe in a few years, if they change, I'll come back and rewatch it and see where I was wrong. But as it stands now, that was my thought crime. Tune in next week for an episode on paganism with Martin Oakley. I hope you'll all be there. In the meantime, I'm about to go hiking because the weather is fantastic out. So I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Oh crap! I didn't. Okay, hold on. I made a mistake. Okay. Yeah. On that note, of my grievous blundle. This has been Raised to Ways, otherwise known as Lee. I'm perfectly fine if you all call me Lee. I'll see you all next time on Thought.